Yeah.
Today I will be discussing children and the effects of divorce. Divorce. Divorce is defined as the cancellation of marital union, pretty much meaning being separated. It affects children, family, and friends. It can be stressful and depressing to everyone involved. I had 3 articles. One was by Clark, Stewart, McCartney, Vandell, and Owen. And they created a study to investigate the effects of parental divorce and single motherhood on infants and young children. Children from divorced families, according to their studies, had more behavioral problems, social difficulties, psychological distress, poor academic performance. Adolescents from divorced families were likely to engage in delinquent behavior, early sex, emotional distress, and academic difficulties. A study that was conducted stated that the National Association of School Children with Family Income and Parental Education statistically controlled children from intact families perform higher than children from divorced families on school achievement tests and 16 classroom behavior ratings. Toddler preschool age kids at the time of separation are more severely disturbed than school age students. Ages 2 to 5, they take it in more harder. They seem to be more upset. They're more needy, frightened, and they're also more confused. And we have to look at after divorce too, because after divorce, while they're going through divorce, it affects them, and after divorce, it affects them as well. So after divorce, there's economic hardship, there's the mother's psychological distress, and there's diminishing parenting, because the parents are focusing on other things, and therefore they're lacking being able to be a real good parent to that child. Education. During and after a divorce, there's a setback in math and test results. There's a negative impact on interpersonal skills. And children with two parents in the household, they score higher on assessments of cognitive and social abilities, problem behavior, and attachment security. And this is going to the article on Kim. Kim did an article, and I researched that article also. Kim did the study, and we're continuing on, and there was no negative consequences for the test scores. Kim, she followed the kids 2 years after divorce to see what kind of studies she could come up with. And children in early childhood were less sensitive to environmental changes compared to adolescents. Wu, Costigan, Hu, Campen, and Skimmel, they examined the consequences of cohabitation for children, and the effects of family status change led to long-term repercussions in a child's life. they discussed the two aspects of educational adjustment. And they talked about the social engagement, and they also talked about perceived achievement. Social engagement is children's psychological and emotional investments in schools to make them feel connected and motivated, whereas perceived achievements was students' own belief regarding their ability in school, meaning what they could do. This article talked about the lower relationship quality than married couples. So when you get divorced, according to them, your relationship quality is less. Your parenting skills are less effective, and also less support and control of children and adolescents. Once again, this goes back to not being able to focus on a child, giving the child attention that he or she needs. There is a decrease in economic circumstances, environmental instability, decline in the quality of parenting, ongoing conflict between parents, fussing and arguing, loss of important relationships for children. In conclusion, children of all ages are in some way affected. And it's just not the children that's affected, it's the family, the friends, because it's a downward effect. It just starts at the top and it just rolls down. We must communicate with the children. We must listen to them. We must let them express themselves. We have to be honest about the situation when we talk to the kids about what's going on in the divorce or the separation. And we also have to remember not to create conflict in front of children, because like I stated before, children are affected by this. They go to school, in their social life, in the community, they are affected. So the last thing to do, I would say, is get help. Counseling, therapy, rehabilitation in the school, signing up the child for counseling in school, talking to an advisor or talking to a school counselor is good. Thank you.